Philippians 2:6-7. Who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. Skeptics often use Philippians 2:6-7 to argue that Jesus' self-emptying means he is not truly God, or that he gave up his divinity during the incarnation. However, this passage explicitly affirms both Jesus' divinity and his voluntary humility in becoming human to accomplish the work of redemption. Being in very nature God. The phrase, being in very nature God, Greek, anmorphotheu, unequivocally declares Jesus' divine essence. The word morph refers to the unchanging nature or essence of something. This means Jesus possesses all the attributes and qualities of God. John chapter 1 confirms this truth. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. This statement does not deny Jesus' equality with the Father, but highlights his humility. Rather than clinging to his divine privileges, Jesus chose to humble himself for the sake of humanity. This voluntary act reflects his love and obedience to the Father's plan of salvation. John 6:38 supports this. For I have come down from heaven not to do my will, but to do the will of him who sent me. He made himself nothing. The phrase made himself nothing, Greek ekinoson, does not mean Jesus ceased to be God. Instead, it refers to his self-emptying by taking on human form. He did not relinquish his divine nature, but added humanity to his divinity. Colossians 2:9 confirms, For in Christ all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form. Taking the very nature of a servant. Jesus' incarnation involved taking on the role of a servant, fully identifying with humanity. Hebrews 2:14 explains, Since the children have flesh and blood, he too shared in their humanity, so that by his death he might break the power of him who holds the power of death, that is, the devil. Question if Philippians chapter 2:6-7 declares Jesus, in very nature, God. How can skeptics deny his deity when he chose to humble himself, retaining his divine essence while taking on human form? John 1:14, Colossians 2:9.